Well, as we can all agree, there's probably one thing, if not five, in this case that we're stuck on. There's one detail in this case that I just can't get past. If Kaylee came back to town for Dylan's formal, why didn't they go? That question has been sitting with me because, according to what we've been told from day one, that formal was the entire reason why Kaylee had come back to town for this weekend. Dylan went lengths to get a hold of Kaylee, to get her to agree to go to this party. Now, before we go any further, I'm going to say this. We all know anything written in a book about this case should be taken with a grain of salt. But if y'all haven't read any of this James Patterson book, you might want to, because it's rather interesting. There's some points in there that really line up. And what's interesting is that when you compare to what's written in this book with Dylan's own interview statements, the timeline around the day of formal line up in ways that are hard to ignore. And that's just the beginning. There are other details in this book, like I said, about what was happening around 1122 King Road the day before and in the early hours before the murders that, in my opinion, deserve a closer look. But let's start here, and I'll take you down the rest of the rabbit hole later. So let's look at, what is this? Chapter 18, Friday, November 11th, 2022. The residents of 1122 King Road start pre-gaming around noon for the Pi Phi formal. They have no intention of going to the official formal. That would entail a bus ride and staying sober beforehand in the sorority house. The older girls, who officially left Pi Phi the year before, wouldn't even be allowed in. The two youngest, Dylan and Bethany, prematurely left the house to live off campus and are loyal to Maddie, Xana, and Emily, so they won't even receive a warm welcome. So that there says, why are they even going? Anyways, continuing, it's picture time. They use a white shower curtain as a high contrast backdrop for their LBDS little black dresses, though Xana, who likes to be different, has donned a little red dress. Maddie poses for a photo with Dylan, and then Kaylee poses with Dylan. They then post both photos on Instagram. So they are clearly trying to draw attention. They're supposed to be at the Pi Phi formal, but they're not. Per Dylan's interview, she stated that there was many people, including their dates, that had come over to the house this evening. So the usual gang comes over. Emily, Josie, the Chapin brothers, Peter Linden, Maisie pops in, not Hunter Johnson. He's working over at the high school. Why do we care that he's working at the high school? Who knows? Anyways, now we're at 6 p.m. They're feeling particularly festive because tomorrow is game day. The UI football team is playing UC Davis. Then, out on the back porch, Maddie films a video of the Chapin brothers, Emily and Xana, shotgunning their drinks. She closes with a cameo of herself pretending to look ladylike and shocked. It's funny. The group is well on their way to getting drunk.